for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Mahomes firing complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
Yeah, they're hoping to do it consistently here. On play action, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, and his throw is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Fielded at the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target, and it's second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run with Hunt. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
First and goal from the 6. This is Hunt. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Houston.
Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Give him 3 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Watson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
7-yard pickup.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Taken down.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And 2.
Third and 2, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Mahomes. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Texans 7, Steelers 0.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Inside the 10 at the 8. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a second score.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Denzel Mims. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Texans 14. Steelers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The drive starts with a completion left side. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Watson's
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, here's Watson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Ball carrier.
The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
It's a gain of 3. And the Texans
on first down, they'll run with Hunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll let one go. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston.
Complete to
O.J. Howard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
They're going deep downfield for Boykin. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. There he goes right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
Second down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and find.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Gain of a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 6 at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
54, Mike, 54.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Denzel Mims with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Texans 35. Steelers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
At the 50-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Watson looks to throw again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Jay Hamler, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, it's Watson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Clelin Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Forced out to his left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Open here is Allison. That's complete.
Watson's pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Mims. Touchdown, Houston. Denzel Mims. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And this offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Texans 42. Steelers
The
nothing.
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, 43, 43, 15.
On 1st down, Hunt. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator. Wouldn't we clip out the box score? Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Hey, let's get this, Shoot! Check 3!
On 2nd down now. It's Hunt, and here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. O.J. Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Texans 49. Steelers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
They're going for it. It's Watson. Looking for Campbell downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, 15. Slow. No. 15, yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He finds Howard complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards. And the Texans first down. That's the
Back now in Pittsburgh.
With the score.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
To
O.J. Howard there to make the grab. And the Texans add on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been stymied left and right. Converted only 1 time. This will be 3rd and 6. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
The 34-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. Campbell making the catch. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
9 yards on the play and a first down. To the air yet again, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he completes it to Hunt. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Houston.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. On the run, this is Hunt. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
Stop short of the goal.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Steelers. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Watson on first down. They're going right back to Hamler. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
10 more yards.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.